Hello everybody. Myself Zoya Fatima from grade 9, and I would like to share my experience of a day at my school. School life teaches us a lot of new things and prepare us to face every challenges in life. Education is a process by which the knowledge, character, and behavior of the young ones are shaped and molded. A day at my school is like a chain of work and enjoyment. Our school starts at 8 a.m. and the first bell is of prayer. Our prayer begins with some course and in between the student shares a lot of knowledge by sharing their thoughts, asking general knowledge questions, giving daily news, and many more. We are also having teachers talk in which teachers shares a lot of knowledge and teach our mind to work hard, focus on our goals, and respect elders, and many more things. Uh, the assembly ends up with national anthem. After assembly, all the students move to their respective classes, except those who are not in proper uniform. In my class, our first period is of science, and in very first period, I study with great enthusiasm. And our teachers also teach us very nicely by explaining every topic in detail. They clear all our doubts, and even although with along with theoretical knowledge, they also focus on practical knowledge. And we are having a music period in which we learn to play many musical instruments like guitar, casio, tabla, etc. And we are having games period in which we learn to play many games like basketball, football, and cricket, and many more games. Within a week, we are having co-curricular activities, which includes competitions like debate, extempo, dancing, singing, writing, and many more competitions which build self-confidence in us. uh, we are having a recess period in which removes our fatigue and refresh us so that we may pursue our work once again. uh, and we are having the classes of respective subjects like this, and then our school ends. The purpose of education is to make minds, not careers. So our government has formulated new education policies. So the new education policies was announced on 29th of July 2020, in which the Union Cabinet of India uh, has approved the education scheme. Uh, as Haya told, that in this education system, we are having earlier we are having the concept of 10 plus 2. Now the government works on the concept of 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4 mode, and it will also reduce the phobia of exams among students and encourage them to learn. And mm, this uh, uh, this new education policy uh, this new education policy is the glimpses of new India, and will also develop scientists and innovators in our country. So I am very fortunate that I am the citizen of India, where no one is denied to get education, and the government also work for better education system. So a heartfelt thanks to all the listeners for giving their precious time to listen me. That's it.
Wow. So nice. Thank you, Aisha. Thank you, Zoya, for sharing your experiences. We are at the end of the hour. I would, before we go, I would like to open up to a few Q&As in case people want to ask the guest speakers any specific questions. Then we do have a couple of minutes for that.
I just want to ask, I have heard about credit system. So what is the credit system? Can you please explain?
So you're asking about the credit system, right?
Yeah, I think that's a question.
All right. So in high school and college here, or university here, we have, for every class we take, we get a certain amount of credits. And when we go from high school to college, we can use those credits to not take some of those classes again in the future. So it would be kind of pointless if we took a class in high school and then we took it again in college. So the credits offer you an opportunity to just take that class once in high school and then just skip over it in college.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
I have a question with it. It's for you.
Mhm.
Why did you choose to do your high school in college? What motivated you?
Yeah, so here in the United States, like most of our high schools, especially mine, which is a really, really small high school in terms of size, doesn't have a lot of like specific classes that I was really interested in. It like computer science. There's no like big computer science program, robotics team at North Hills or my old high school, where I could like really, enjoy my passion for computer science. So going to my university now, I'm able to like access a wider range of resources such as computer science classes, robotics team to kind of like fuel that interest. And then, like I said earlier, the research is also a really big part of it. You like because research is such an expensive thing to do. Most high schools don't do research. Plus, it requires a lot of grants and certifications from the government to actually do research. So universities are usually the like institutions that do that. So the specific research, like I said, was biomedical research, where I can use my CS skills to help like find solutions and cures for modern day medical problems. And for me, that personally is really interesting and will serve me like a good lesson going into my future career.
Okay, good. Thank you.
And then I would like to ask a question. So for all of the students in India, I don't know anyone can answer this, but so did you guys have like a period of online classes last year, or have you guys been solely in like in person?
Now it's offline classes due to COVID. It was an online classes, which was either live stream on YouTube or it was Zoom classes. So online classes were there. And we also have DLP, means distance learning education is also provided if we choose. Then on that platform we get total online classes only.
Oh, okay, thank you. So like personally, how have like your experiences changed, like being online now? Like, is there like a major just I don't know change that you want to talk about?
It was not like first experience, but it was, means it's a new experience for us. Earlier we have taken classes, but that were not so many. But this year due to COVID, means last year due to COVID, it was completely online. So it was really an interesting and a new experience for all of us.
So I have a question, and this is to everyone on the call, not just any specific country. What do you guys think is probably the hardest thing or the biggest challenge that you have faced working from home? So what is something that you had trouble with that, that was very hard for you to do once COVID hit and then you had to take classes from home?
Means there was not much challenging, but for me it was like I was not in the schedule, like I was thinking I'll study after 1 hour. It's already recorded classes, so I'll take it after 2 hours. So it means complete schedule was disturbed in online classes. So this was really challenging for me.
And here I would like to add on something like being a teacher, like we are in a noble profession where we are supposed to help our students for 24 hours. But basically, what we do, we work for 6 to 7 hours in our schools and giving our duties over there. But in this pandemic, during these classes, online classes, live classes, we were working for approximately 20 hours, 19 to 20 hours out of 24 hours. Like we were getting calls from students like almost at 11 o'clock at night, and some of the times they were calling us like early in the morning, like 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock. Whenever they were having any sort of queries or doubts, so they felt so free to call us and quench their queries at that moment only. So working for almost 19 to 20 hours out of 24 hours, that was the most challenging aspect of this pandemic, which I personally felt experienced being a teacher in my profession.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. I mean, I think being a teacher right now is one of the hardest things to do, having to restructure your entire curriculum. It's a completely different thing teaching someone in person versus teaching a whole class of students over Zoom. I don't know how you do it, but I have a lot of respect for you and every teacher right now who's having to work around all of this, and it's not something that's easy to do whatsoever. And it's so nice that there are teachers like you who are very accessible to students, even though they're working from home. I think everyone needs to have some teacher that they can always go to, and always be able to ask questions to that person. So I think it's amazing the work you do right now. It's definitely challenging. So I hope you've gotten used to it a little bit. I hope it's not as difficult now. I'm sure it was very difficult a year ago, but I'm sure things have started to get better.
The next meeting, probably we'll do it every 2 weeks. Next meeting will focus on the 10th and 12th graders, and we'll make it more interactive. Okay, yes, we're going to talk about the schedule, but I think we want to more focus on tell us personally about you. What are you doing, especially? And that why, when, where, those kind of questions, you need to kind of include it in your discussion. So I'm going to have some feedback after this one, to kind of maybe make it more interactive and better learning experience for everyone. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Now
Now
we can
listening,
hear.
I say my big thanks to you, to Tanvi, to Vidit, and to Mahek for joining with us. And I'll say my big thanks to Haya, Sarita ma'am, and Joya, and Aisha, all other who are listening and who are watching. I think they're getting a new kind of experience here in India. So you keep it continue. We'll be having more students, not from Tonk. We are going to connect other students from Amritsar, from Agra. I would try my best to connect students from other cities also. So next time will not be some students, but will be students from all over India. So thank you very much, Deepak sir. You have given us a good platform for such a big, small town like Tonk. It's a very small town. Here, students they do not get much opportunities. But once you have given us this platform, so we are very thankful, very thankful, very thankful. Again, a big thanks to all of you, all the students who are joining with us and who have made a good efforts, especially from our technical side, our Shubham sir and Rumit. Thanks to you also. Thank you very much.
Yeah, and our website will be launched pretty soon. Keep our finger crossed, and see if beginning of the next month we have our website that includes the blogging. So then students can interact with each other without coming to this. This platform is for more interaction, but you can have offline interactions basically on our website through the blogging. Okay, that way you have a specific question from student A to student B, they can interact there and they can learn a lot more, because this platform will be just for 1 hour. Mhm.
It's already on air. It's a Learners Connect. So students, you may be knowing Learners Connect is a website. This is especially for debaters.
Yep. Okay. Thank you, everyone. We'll talk again. Meet next week. I mean next meeting. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you and bye.
Bye.